Right then, so in this second clip we're going to look at how we can take a plug apart. It's very exciting. You could do this at home if you wanted to. You don't have to do it today. You could do this at home, but you must have an adult with you. It's very important for your safety. If we were in class, we would be doing this in our pairs. We would have followed our investigation method board, which is on the left hand side here. So we would have made predictions and asked questions, worked out the answers. We would have made drawings or taken photographs. So if you wanted to do this at home practically with a plug of your own, then please do make sure you're allowed to, but also make sure a grown-up supervises you. But what I thought I would do is give you a video clip so that if you wanted to, you could just do it from the video clip. Okay, so here's my plug. My plug's rather handy. It's got a little label on it for all of those lovely wires that we noticed in the first video clip. So we can see that we've got the outer casing, the 3 pins, the three core flex, sometimes known as a cable as well. And we've got screws holding it all together. And I'm now going to start taking it apart. Before I do, I just make sure I know which parts are which. We've got the 3 pins, the outer casing. 3 pins are made of brass, and which is a metal which will conduct electricity, and the outer casing and the flex coating or the cable coating is made from plastic because they are insulators, and as we know, electric current will not flow through an insulator. So I'm going to unscrew mine. It's already been loosened, so I had a grown-up loosen mine for me. As you can imagine, I needed a bit of help. Okay, so what we want to do is make sure we don't lose the screws. So make sure that when you take them out, you put them somewhere safe. Once that main big screw has been taken out, don't unscrew these two. You won't need to unscrew these because that's the cord grip or cable grip or flex grip. So you don't need to take these two. It's just this big screw in the middle. When you flip it over, the back comes off and we can see the inside of the plug. We would maybe take a photograph of that or draw it. If you want to draw it, you can. You can pause the video, have a good scientific drawing with the parts that you can see. Also, you would need to maybe label, no maybe, Mrs. Buck, you have to label the parts, so we'll go through those parts. We can see the flex grip or cable grip in the middle there. We can see the fuse, okay, and we can see the fuse holder. We can also see the 3 parts of the flex. We can see the earth, which is the yellow and green, and that is attached to the top pin. We can see the brown wire, which is the live, which takes the electricity from the mains to the appliance. And we can see the blue neutral wire, which takes the current from the appliance to the mains, and then it completes the circuit. As we know, electricity flows through a complete circuit. Okay, and the earth wire prevents an electric shock. So we can see that that they are made of different components. Sorry, the components are made of different materials. We can see the brass screws linked to the pins. We can see the brass pins. We can see the plastic coating, and the plastic coating is important for preventing an electric shock, for stopping that electric current flowing through. Okay, now here is where it gets a little bit more exciting, even more exciting. And I'll just change my screwdriver over, and I am going to undo each of the screws. Again, it's quite fidgety, fiddly and fidgety. You've got to be concentrating so that you don't lose the parts. Unscrew, not quite ready to come out. There we go. Unscrew. Okay, now if I turn that over, I can then push, just gently push those through, and mine has been loosened. I've done this a couple of times just to loosen it out. So what you'll find is you need to give it a good fidget with, and a good fiddle. Okay, now I've pulled mine out, and I can then take my wires apart. I can take out the pins. I can take out the wires as well. Okay, I can even, if I'm got strong pinchy fingers, take out the fuse holder and the fuse as well. Okay, so there we go. We can see the inside of the plug. We can see all three parts. We can see the copper wire in there, and we know that when the pins, which are metal, make contact with the wire inside the flex, we can see that that contact allows the electricity to flow. Okay, as we know, electricity is the current, is the flow of electricity around the circuit. Okay, so as I say, we would draw, we would label, we'd have a good look, but we would also make sure that we are being very safe with what we're doing. We'd have plenty of supervision for that task. So if you're unable to do it, then you can use this video clip, pause it at points if you want to draw the parts, especially where you had all of the cables in the right places. Okay, so I'm going to move mine to one side. We would have put that back together in class, but I'm not going to put that back together on the video clip. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you your worksheet that you could have a go at. So we've got a labelling activity. You would need to print this off, I'm afraid, so that you can then colour it in and label it. If you're unable to do so, you can draw this, spend some time drawing it and then labelling it. You've got the labels underneath. I mentioned cable grip. It's sometimes called a flex grip or a cord grip. Okay, and then down here we've got some sentences, and we've got the we've got to work out what words go where. Okay, so you can have a good go at that. In the Google Classroom, there is a further worksheet, a Google Slides, and that has questions that you can answer straight onto the Google Slides as well. I've put that this in the instructions. I have put that this does not need to be done today. I've done the video clip in case you wanted to do it today, but if you would like to spend a bit more time over it, then you don't have to do it in one go today. Okay, everybody, so have fun. If you are able to, it is really interesting. It's very fidgety, very fiddly, but you must get an adult, as I do keep saying. Okay, but enjoy that, and I can't wait to see if anybody does have a go at that. It'd be really, really cool to see. Have a good afternoon, and we will hopefully see your work.